What's up guys, this is your boy Khalid, back with another reaction video. For today's reaction video, I'm gonna be reacting to opponents before and after fighting Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is one of the best boxers in the game today, or in the game of boxing, and he's still one of the best. So I'm gonna be reacting to him. Make sure you guys comment down below what videos you guys want me to react to. Like this video, please subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to never miss a new video. Let's get straight into this video.
In boxing, looks can be deceiving.
For real.
The misconception of those fighters who have more bite than bark, and those who look much less dangerous at the weigh-in than when that first punch hits home.
Oof.
And alongside Ruiz Jr., Golovkin, and many more, very few fit this persona quite like the
Pac-Man,
man who can be considered today's most successful active fighter. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao.
His size makes you to think he can
A
box.
relatively small, kind, and humble Filipino fighter whose fight night performances bring much more than meets the eye. Here, contrasting the humble and the arrogant, we look at some of Pacquiao's opponents from the past, around the time that he was, arguably, at both his physical and commercial prime, all of which, rightly so, believed that they could beat the 8-weight world champion.
I think he has all the tools it takes to beat a guy like Manny Pacquiao.
If there's ever a time for Hatton to be able to beat Pacquiao, he'll be in this fight.
In the same performances that lead to Manny becoming one of boxing's most respected
Manny is a
figures
beast
of all time. Please click thumbs up, subscribe, and press the bell button if you're new to the channel.
and he's so
As we
humble.
look at before and after fighting Manny Pacquiao. Welcome to a Motivedia
Can see the
presentation.
blood.
First up, we go back 11 years to a night billed as the Dream Match. Pacquiao versus De La Hoya.
I just have to make sure Pacquiao, when he comes in with
De
his
La Hoya.
explosive style,
That's a
and
funny
his hard
name.
punches, I have to make sure I have my hands up.
Even then, Manny was considered the world's #1 pound-for-pound
Look
fighter.
at how young he is.
However, many pundits speculated that the size and reach difference was simply too great.
My motivation has been his skills. My motivation has been his youth.
And whilst there was little, if any, trash talk, Oscar told news stations that he and his team were unbeatable.
Oh, not against Manny
Instead,
Pacquiao though.
after being made the betting underdog, Manny exposed Oscar's age on the night in one of the best displays of his career.
What I saw was a beatdown. I saw Oscar De La Hoya be completely dismantled. I think this tremendously damages his legacy.
I just couldn't pull the trigger. I was gun shy.
Damn.
Were you hurt?
At least he accepts his defeats.
Just emotionally.
Has a lot of energy. That was very difficult. We didn't know him to be what he was and what he became after that. Were you shocked in that? I mean, we were shocked. Yes. But were you shocked too?
I was shocked for about 2 years.
Next, 6 months later, a showdown with Britain's beloved brawler, Ricky Hatton. 18 months after the Hitman's loss to Mayweather, he'd agreed to jump straight back in at the deep
Damn,
end.
bro.
And labeling Pacquiao as one-dimensional, he launched a more verbal approach during the build-up.
Same move every time. Right hook, roll under.
It's gonna
right
be your
hook,
ass
right hook,
with the
right
same move.
Just give him something to spin off onto.
If there's ever a time for Hatton to be able to beat Pacquiao, he'll be in this fight.
One that, come fight night, didn't bode too well. Over in brutal fashion.
Wow.
Picture-perfect punch.
Ooh. That's what you get for talking shit to
A
Pacquiao.
devastating loss that ultimately led to Hatton's retirement.
So that man did win, but I mean, when a punch lands like that, so
Pacquiao made him to retire.
A lot of ifs and buts, but that's boxing.
Damn, look at his face.
Another 6 months on, and yet another Hall of Fame fighter stepped forward. Miguel Cotto, a Puerto Rican with just one loss to his name at the time.
150% sure I'm going to give my
150%.
boxing a pass. I'm pretty smart.
In a build-up void of arrogance or brashness, Cotto did, however, expect to be able to overpower Pacquiao, just like the rest.
Pacquiao is like that quiet kid in class you don't want to
Ironically,
mess with.
carrying his power into the late rounds, Pacquiao managed a stoppage in the 12th, making him the first 7-weight world champion in history.
Stinging combinations of Kenny Bayless calls it a knockout for Manny Pacquiao.
With all the trash talk he was saying, Pacquiao beat some sense into him. Look at his face. His eyes are all messed up.
Early 2010, and this time it was the turn of Josh Clottey, a Ghanaian fighter who, funnily enough, also returned to the ring earlier this year, now aged 41.
I'm happy that it gives me the opportunity, because if Manny Pacquiao says he's not going to fight Joshua, it's not going to happen. You see, so the friendship dies when you get to the ring. After the fight, the friendship comes.
For sure.
What I'm going to
no
face,
friends in the ring.
Who I'm going to face. It's not going to be an easy fight for all of us at all.
Another matchup which lacked any animosity between two calm, respectful fighters.
There's not much better than the moments right before the opening.
At least he's not talking
on the
a
night,
lot
however,
to Pacquiao.
Pacquiao pulled off a shutout performance, not losing a step.
What an amazing combination puncher this man is.
I respect him, and he's the best pound-for-pound fighter. Everybody I fought, I don't think I lost. I lost to Manny Pacquiao.
Wow.
He's very, very fast.
Contrastingly, at the back end of the year, Pacquiao's second attempt at negotiations with Mayweather had broken down. Cue the arrival of a much less humble and popular opponent, the infamous Antonio Margarito.
Damn. Look at what he called Pacquiao.
We're gonna have to beat him. Freddie Roach is scared right now. Freddie Roach is scared that
I've seen his face before.
Somewhat of a bittersweet victory for the smaller and more humble man.
You called him the B word, and now you're getting faces, hands.
Manny mauled the Mexican fighter over 12 rounds.
God.
And there truly couldn't have been a more fitting occasion for Pacquiao, now the octuple champion, to reach boxing's greatest accolade.
Look at his eyes. His eyes are even worse.
We were going good until I got cut.
His two eyebrow balls are messed up.
Next, 11 months after Manny's knockout loss to Marquez in late 2012, he returned to face Brandon Rios, also trained under Robert Garcia in California.
You know what? To me, I think he's scared, and Freddie Roach is scared. I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to cancel the fight, saying that I hurt my hand or something, just because he's scared.
After the first clash of camps in
They
the
don't
Margarito
just
fight,
land.
it meant that the beef this time around was more about the trainers than the fighters themselves.
Damn. Put some
Yet
respect
in
on
the same
Freddie Roach.
clinical fashion, Pacquiao proved too fast and too active, putting a second L on Rios' resume.
How do you say someone is scared to fight you then lose to the person?
It hurt me bad because I worked my ass off so hard. 5 months in the gym, training.
Go back and look at the 24/7. I look at all the shit I was saying. I shouldn't be saying that shit. No, I fought one relation.
They always learn that
Another
lesson
and another
in the hard way.
unbeaten fighter. This time, the smart, fast New York native, Chris Algieri.
And what's right to the table. After I beat Manny, I'll have a lot more pull and a lot more juice to be able to negotiate.
Win, but by knocking Manny Pacquiao out in China, right next to his hometown.
I mean, that's it's hard to say what would happen after that, but that would either way, my career is going to be catapulted into another stratosphere after this fight. So
humble and respectful, he entered the fight with nothing but praise for Pacquiao.
Pacquiao said, if he doesn't want to punch, I will create an action. If he does punch, I'll count.
Oh wow. He fell.
Praise that he's continued to preach exponentially throughout the Filipino's ongoing career.
He's a savvy veteran with 65 fights, and he knows exactly how his style works.
Even to today, 6 years on, where he expects him to overwhelm Keith Thurman in a couple of weeks' time. Less than 3 years ago, Jesse Vargas also came in thinking he had the tools to beat a now-aging version of Manny.
Even with the old age.
Expecting to overwhelm Pacquiao to avenge the losses of Barrera and Morales, putting himself as top rank's hottest asset.
Now it's my time. You know, I planned this as a kid. I said I wanted to take him out, and now I get the opportunity to do so.
Boy, you're gonna lose.
After beating Manny Pacquiao on November 5th, I will be their top
That's
dog,
a huge
their
cap.
top guy. You know, I mean, they're gonna push me from then on.
Following the pattern, Vargas believed his speed and size would be too much, though just like the rest, Pacquiao dropped him in the second. To win
Pacquiao drops people for fun.
And
welterweight champion of the world. I tried my best. You know, I promised to come back stronger, and I tried looking for the victory. I tried connecting with the big shots. I mean, I threw more punches than Manny, so I was looking for the win.
And whilst most believe that yet another unfair decision loss was the end of the road for Manny, it instead sparked the desire for one last rise to the top. And that rise started with arguably the biggest contrast of the lot.
I mean, y'all think I'm about to lose the Manny Pacquiao, man. I'm about to beat his motherfucking ass.
Wow.
The habitually loud and outspoken trash talker from Cincinnati, Adrian the Problem Broner.
But he ain't fighting Floyd.
Absolutely, that's it.
He fighting me.
But do you think...
I'll beat your mother.
Damn.
He already beat you, brother.
Despite being unable to put him away, Pacquiao stalked the American right to the final bell.
Lighting him up with his half speed, and now...
You was stuck in all that shit just to lose?
Though, just
come on now.
Broner believed he had won by making Manny miss and hitting him clean.
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him.
It seemed as though you couldn't get close enough.
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already ain't got a fair shake talking you.
The noise from the crowd, however, spoke volumes as onlookers saw a very different fight.
Thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Whilst the majority now stand in awe of Pacquiao's ability to fight so competitively into his later years, none are more understanding of just how capable the Filipino is than those who witnessed his scintillating best. And at a time when every fight is make or break, Manny now prepares for another brash, confident American.
Keith one-time Thurman does not just beat Manny Pacquiao, does knock out Manny Pacquiao.
Hoping to put another incredible tally on a truly remarkable career.
Wow. What a boxer Manny Pacquiao is. We all saw what happened to the people that trash talked him. They lost at the end of the day. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Comment down below what you guys think of Manny Pacquiao and subscribe to the channel. Bye for now.